Hi guys, Rose here with the Cackling Moon, and I wanted to show you guys a couple of the things that I purchased while I was on vacation. And then I also wanted to announce that the Cackling Moon Shop is going to be reopening November 1st. So if you guys are paying attention, if you follow my Tumblr blog on Halloween, so this Saturday, if you go to my Tumblr shop and you send me a message saying trick or treat, and also include your email, I will give you a treat. So I have something special to hand out to those who participate. So be on the lookout for that. I will put the link to my Tumblr blog in the description box. If you have a blog, make sure you follow and come knocking on my door on Saturday and see what I have for you. November 1st is going to be when I reopen the shop. So it's been closed for the last week because I've been on vacation. But when I reopen the shop, it's going to be back to the way I used to have it before I had the spooky readings. So all of the spooky readings are going to be gone. And I will be filling the shop with some new stuff that I'm going to be adding. And then also maintaining the old readings that I typically always have in the shop available. So be on the lookout for that. Check it out, and I'll put the link to my website so you can check out the shop when November 1st comes around. Okay, so let's talk about what I got while on vacation. So I went over to the East Coast, and I made sure that I dedicated a day at least to go browse the crystal shops out there. And there was only two that were local, that weren't too far away, that I visited. One of them was kind of a letdown. There wasn't really much to see, but the other crystal shop I visited was called Sacred Circle, and this shop was really nice. They had a lot of nice stuff. They had a lot of decks to choose from, so I purchased 2 decks from this place, and then I also purchased a couple other knickknacks. So I have another bag here with other stuff, but from this shop I purchased 2 crystals here. I got a tiger's eye and I got a blue agate, I believe. Let's see. I think this one's dyed, but he was really, really pretty. So I wanted to get him. I don't have very many blue stones. And then this is tiger's eye. And I just thought this one was really pretty. Everyone's always talking about tiger's eye. I don't own one, so this is my first one. Really, really pretty. So I got those 2 stones. Their crystal selection was really minimal compared to the selections in the shops around me here. So that was kind of a disappointment because I do like to purchase crystals, but that's okay. I just took that as a sign that I didn't need any more crystals in my collection. So I also purchased one of these crystal, I guess you could call it a crystal cage. And it's where you could put a crystal inside and you could wear it as a necklace, so as a charm. And I specifically bought this for my my Moldavite. But now that I look at it, I don't know if this guy's gonna fit in here. I was misjudging my Moldavite, the size of him. So I gotta play around with that. I don't know if he's gonna fit. But anyway, I saw these little crystal cages. They sell them at a lot of different crystal shops, and I've been wanting to get one just so you stretch it out a little bit, and then you pop the crystal inside, and then you can wear it around your neck. So I got some string here to do that with. But because my Moldavite is a lot larger than what I was anticipating, see, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna fit. That's kind of funny. Okay, so I may have to use that for something else. Let's see. Then at the same shop, I bought 2 decks of cards, and those of you guys who follow my Tumblr blog, you've seen pictures already of the decks. But I purchased the Crystal Tarot, or the Crystal Oracle. I've been wanting these cards because I do work with a lot of crystals, and to have a deck of cards that specifically talks about a crystal and gives you some sort of a message. That's pretty cool. So these are the backs of the cards, and it's an oracle deck, so they're rather large. And then the front, you got, like, this one is a smoky quartz. There's a lot of glare, sorry. So you have a smoky quartz, the clear quartz. So basically what it shows is a large image of the crystal, and then it'll tell you on the bottom what kind of a crystal it is. Moldavite. And basically, if you're familiar with the crystals, you'll kind of know what the message is for the card. So if you pull a smoky quartz, for me, smoky quartz is grounding. And so I would figure, okay, this card pertains to the need to ground or to, you know, do some meditation work or whatnot. But I'm not familiar with all of the crystals. So this the guidebook that comes with this deck is going to come in very handy for that purpose until I become a little bit more familiar with the cards. So here's the guidebook. It's a nice sized guidebook. And then inside it talks about each of the decks, or each of the cards, the crystal meanings, and the messages that each card portrays. So that's going to come in really handy. This will be one of those decks where I will have to have the guidebook with me when I'm reading, because I'm not familiar with all of the crystals that are being shown. So that's okay. But I just thought that they're really pretty. That is the Crystal Oracle. So let me put these guys back. Okay. The other deck I got are the Soul cards. And these cards are really interesting. I was really attracted to the artwork. And it's typically not a deck I would usually go for, because they don't have any of the, you know how typically, like, the oracle decks will have a message on the card, a word or a phrase. These don't have that. It is strictly intuitive reading. So you look at the image on the card, and whatever your intuition tells you, however you feel pertaining to that client, that's how you deliver the message. So that can be a little bit tricky for somebody who's a beginner, somebody who's not really familiar with paying attention to your intuition. But these cards, the artwork is just so pretty, and I figured, you know what, I need something that's going to be a little bit more challenging, because I'm so used to trusting what the message on the card says to help me, deliver a message. But this is going to be very different. I've read for a couple people already with this deck. I offered some free readings so I could practice with the deck. So I may be doing some more free readings, but the artwork is just so pretty. So I definitely think that this is going to be something that it'll grow on me. Now, the guidebook that comes with it does not talk about the meanings of each card whatsoever. That is the whole purpose of this deck, is to trust your intuition. So it gives you some spreads. There's some history on the artist, but there's basically spreads that you can use to work with the cards. So that was really interesting. I liked that. I wanted a deck that was going to be challenging for me. Here's the backs of them so you guys can see. But I definitely wanted a deck that was going to be challenging and something different from what I'm typically used to working with. So I felt this was perfect. And the artwork was really attracting. It got my attention. So that's why I purchased them. So for those of you wondering, these are the Soul cards by Deborah Koff. And there's another deck of Soul cards. I guess they're called Soul Cards 2, and then this is Soul Cards 1. So if anyone's interested in checking that out, there's a whole other deck you could use. And so that's basically everything I bought from the Sacred Circle. And then Next, we'll talk about just some other random stuff that I got. A little wooden bookmark. I love to read, so I just thought that this was so cute, and it's a little bird. So you can attach him to the page. We went to Mount Vernon, which is checking out George Washington's estate and everything, and so their gift shop had old playing cards. And when I saw these, I was like, you know what? I can totally turn these into an oracle deck, like making my own deck of cards, because they're already cut out in the shape. So I thought that that was pretty cool. So that's why I bought these playing cards. They're just real simple. There's nothing, you know, nothing spectacular to them. So I thought, oh, I can totally turn these guys into a deck. So that's why I purchased them, with that intention. Making some sort of a collage type thing. And then we were walking around after we did a little tour, and I was looking at the rocks on the floor, and some of the rocks were they're really shiny in the sunlight. And so when I was picking them up, I was realizing, oh, you know, there's like quartz. They're quartz. It's kind of cool. The camera doesn't do it justice. You can't even see. It's so blurry. But I'm not one to pay attention when I'm walking around, like at the rocks on the floor. I know people who do that all the time, and they find cool stuff. But for some reason, I was doing that, and these rocks just caught my attention, and I was like, I gotta take them. They're so pretty. So threw them in my purse. And then we went to a museum, and the museum there had gemstones. And of course I had to buy some stuff because I love rocks. So let me open them up. So here's an amethyst. And I really, really, really wanted another amethyst. I have another geode, or I don't know if you would call these geodes, but I have a cluster. That's what you call them, clusters. I have an amethyst cluster, but it's smaller. And this guy was just really, really pretty. And the way he was just standing out, real gorgeous. So grabbed him because he's going to look really pretty on my desk. I may take him to work and put him on my desk at work. And then this other one, peel off the price tag. Oh, I hate when they put the price tag stickers on the actual rock, because it's like, how do you expect us to pull these off and not mess up? So I'm gonna have to run this under hot water. But basically, it's a clear quartz heart, and he's really, really big, and he's really pretty because he's see-through, so you could see there's some rutilation inside of him. And I know the camera sucks, but there's rutilation. I guess that's what you call it, rutilation. And then you can see through him, and there's just a lot going on inside. So I thought he was really pretty, and I love clear quartz. I'm very simple with my stones at times, and clear quartz is one of my favorite. And the fact that it's in the shape of a heart, it's a nice chunky piece. I was like, okay, he's going home with me. So my clear quartz heart. But I have to run him under hot water because the sticker from the price tag stuck to him. So I'm going to have to do that to take it off. I hate it when they do that. It's so annoying. But there you go. And that was it, you guys. So it was a fun vacation. And of course, I missed, you guys, I missed readings, and I missed doing all of that stuff. So I'm really glad that, you know, now that I'm back I'm really glad that I can focus on the shop, opening the shop on Sunday, November 1st, and just starting a whole new journey again with readings and reading for you guys, and going back to my usual routine. But it was also nice to go away for a week and have a nice little vacation. But it's gonna be good to be back and get back into gear with doing all of my usuals. So we'll get back into the routine, and I'll see you guys soon. Check out the shop. Check out my Tumblr blog. If you guys have a Tumblr blog yourself, follow me, and make sure you send me a trick or treat on Saturday on Halloween, because I have something special to give out. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.